Hey everyone, Nick here, looking at NEO. Why? Because somebody asked in the chat room. Not taking on new people in the chat room, but you can get on a waiting list. I'll probably put a link or card or something, whatever they call it. Look up on the top right of the video at some point. If there's an information card, I'll put a link into it to take on requests. Anyway, so this is an AV company I like. I have 3 EV maybe 4 that I would prefer over the others. Tesla, of course, NEO, XPEV, and maybe LI, just because they actually have a P&L. I'm not a fan of EV companies. Now, don't hate me for saying it. If you love Lucid, the car is great. From a stock perspective, if the company doesn't have a P&L right now, and they're not bringing in something new, like there's a whole bunch of EV companies already, then it's just, and they won't come to market until 2023 maybe, then why would I want to go there? It's not like it's dirt cheap. So I'd prefer like NEO on dips. So somebody asked, they want to do a credit put spread, which is a bullish trade. So just instinctively I say, even though it's not a bad place to get long the stock because it's falling into support. But if the market poops next week over Jackson Hole, I don't know what these morons are going to say, and I don't know what the traders are going to do reaction to these morons. Who are these morons? Is the Fed. They are conducting an experiment with the world's finances. We're throwing around $1 trillion. You realize that if we spent $1 million a day, it would take 2,740 years to spend $1 trillion. And we blew through 10-ish, give or take, in a year. That is an astronomical amount of money. So anyway, they might taper. So from that perspective, I say caution. Plus, let me put down the lines. It's going to be busy. Let's update them live. So first of all, there is resistance now, definitely here, and I'm going to second that. Anywhere beyond here is going to be, there's going to be sellers here and here. Of course, up here. They just lost a footing, and I put down this would be the target-ish of that. They're close to it. I wouldn't want to short them right now saying, no, they haven't got there. But the reason I stopped here is because of the support levels. So that's why I'm saying it's not a bad place to get long. But if this one is actually an inverse cup and handle, it has more to go. Technically, it could be down to 30. Whatever that candle low is, might be a good place. The low was 30.70. So maybe they want to go there. And God help us if they lose that, because then we're talking 20s, maybe teens. I'm not calling it down there. I'm just telling you the market crash scenario. If the market, as I'm saying this, the VXX, the fear factor, just made new lows on the day. And the ES is looking to break out with minutes to go on Friday, 8:20. So there's no indication that the markets are going to correct. So this is the unlikely scenario. What I'm saying it for is I wouldn't load up long. So this person wants to sell a put spread, which is a bullish trade. I don't mind it if they do the right parameters, and I would definitely do half size just in case. So this could be unfolding. This is support, but I would stop out if it fails because I don't know where they want to go. Now this is a company that's successful already, right? They have a healthy P&L, and the growth rate is incredible. Now, speaking of growth, I read somewhere that Toyota is cutting back 40% of its production globally. If that's the case, if I didn't misread it, holy cow, that is a lot of, somebody was asking about Billy earlier. So that is a lot of, wow, it's a big number to dial back globally. So here's a level that could come into play with NEO. What is that? 40. So they just kind of fought over it and lost it. So on the way back up, they're going to find sellers. So when they do that, you don't want them to come back here and lose it. Now you have a ladybug. No, it's an inverse cup and handle, and the downside scenario will be something like this. This is really strong support in the way. So this is the unlikely scenario, but this is 1 year's worth of data, folks. And the breakout really was here. And if you look at the volume profile, this orange line, I didn't draw it. This is the place where it has the most trading in the last year. What? 12? Yes. So all this is this much volume, and then you have this 1 point, this much volume. So this is a big cluster, but it's spread out, and if they go below it, then it becomes a huge problem going back through it. Makes sense that all this volume is great, but if they go below it, it's going to be a bear to get out of it. This will become huge resistance. I'm just saying, from the volume perspective. Meanwhile, why would it do this? Because there's a vacuum of volume, and the market will go whoop if they break through. That's why I said I would stop out. Unlikely scenario. Did you hear that like 6,000 times? So I don't want comments hating me. I said this is my favorite, second favorite. In fact, favorite, because it's like trading Tesla with cheap money. Oh, sorry about that here. It's like trading Tesla at one point. It was like tick for tick. Now they're not exactly tick for tick, but relatively same. XPEV is another one, similar. They have a P&L. I would buy the dips. I haven't looked at XPEV for a while. Better shape. More to go. So XPEV is very sharply, like if it loses 33.70, it's going to come down to here. It would make a great entry point. So if I wanted to get in here, I would stop out fast and redo it here. So breaking out from here would be also great. They ran, they're consolidating, and then they can run again. So 52 is doable. They just need to breach this cluster of resistance. So NEO, is it a good entry point? Sure. Is it an all-in situation? No, because of outside factors. We have GDP, we have all kinds of inflation data coming out. We have Jackson Hole meeting for Federal Reserve, I think starts on Wednesday. I don't know if it's a 2-day meeting or not. Experts expect them to announce or talk about the taper timeline, and if they do, it could be bearish, it could be bullish. We don't know what they're going to say. We don't know what people are going to do with that information. All right, Nick signing out.